Demi Lovato looks completely different and people think that she might be on Ozempic. Now, many people have expressed concern over Demi's appearance recently as she slimmed down so much. But after she posted some snaps of herself in a tiny black bikini earlier this month, accusations of her using the popular weight loss medication spread like wildfire in the comment section. "Honey, just stop the Ozempic," one person wrote. "Demi, I love you so much, but stop right now with the Ozempic. You've been perfect for ages, please keep some curves," another said. "She has the Ozempic drop in her cheeks," someone added, while a fourth said Ozempic queen with a crown emoji. Now, the fact that Demi's been losing weight and changing so much has people concerned, as she has been open about her struggle with disordered eating. She said on Penn Badgley's Pod Crushed podcast in October of 2024, "I have a treatment team that I work with that helps me stay in recovery. I'm trying to learn body acceptance rather than body positivity, because body positivity feels like I can't even reach that yet. I have to work on body acceptance, body neutrality, because that feels like a goal I can reach." But if Demi actually is on Ozempic, this would not be good for her. Demi looked fit in these new photos with a defined jawline and cheekbones. While most fans were thrilled to see her happy and beautiful, others wondered how she looked so different all of a sudden. "How did she lose the weight like that?" one fan asked, while another wrote, "Lost another soldier to the copy and paste plastic surgery trend." One person commented, "I'm confused, this doesn't look like Demi, lol," and one Instagram user questioned, "Did you use Ozempic? Demi, what did you do? Why does everyone have surgery?" And one fan even wrote, "You look unrecognizable." And I have to say that I agree with these comments. Now, Demi has been honest in the past about using fillers, but could she have done more to achieve her new look? Many people think so. In 2024, Demi spoke to People magazine and said, "I'm always transparent with my fans, and this is something I wanted to share. It normalizes it and takes the taboo away from injectables. It's all about what makes you feel like your best self," she said. "Don't listen to naysayers, do what makes you feel comfortable in your own skin." She continued by saying that she gets Zomin injections every 3 months and that her treatment gives her natural looking results. But some fans think that she's gone overboard or decided to get other procedures done. And I mean, Demi looks completely different. In one of her photos, I actually thought it was James Charles and not Demi because she looked that different. Now, whatever she's doing, we just hope that she's doing it safely and is truly happy with herself, as we don't want to see anything bad happen to her.
Katy Perry's almost completely unrecognizable in these new photos. Who or what is to blame? Is her divorce from Orlando Bloom taking a toll, or is this another case of Ozempic? Let's see. Okay, so who is that woman at Paris Fashion Week, and what has she done with Katy Perry? Because let me tell you, fans are absolutely spiraling after Katy stepped out in Paris looking, well, like a completely different person. And now the internet is asking the question nobody wants to ask, but everyone is thinking, is Ozempic to blame? Katy attended the Balenciaga show in a black latex look that was giving dominatrix Matrix reboot energy. But people couldn't focus on the outfit. Nope, all eyes were on her face. More specifically, what appeared to be a dramatically slimmer, hollowed out version of Katy we've all known since her whipped cream bra days. Now, comment sections instantly lit up with phrases like Ozempic face, she looks so different, and the classic, wait, that's Katy Perry? Now, before the Katy cats come for me, I'm not dragging, I'm just reporting. And listen, the woman is 39 pushing 40 and still out here looking hot in latex, but this isn't about aging gracefully or switching up your look. This is about the undeniable wave of celebrity face shrinkage we're seeing right now, thanks to the rise of weight loss injectables like Ozempic and Mounjaro. And let's be real, Katy's face has changed drastically. She's always had those gorgeous round cheeks and youthful glow, but now her jawline is like razor sharp, her cheeks are almost non-existent, and her eyes look slightly more deep set. It's like the classic signs of what people are calling Ozempic face, a side effect of, well, rapid fat loss that can leave people looking gaunt or even prematurely aged. And no, I'm not saying Katy confirmed she's on Ozempic. She hasn't said a word, but the speculation is everywhere, especially after that viral Facebook video that had people gasping in the comments over how unrecognizable she looked. What's also fueling the fire? Well, Katy's sitting front row next to none other than Lauren Sanchez, aka Jeff Bezos' new wifey, who's also been accused of dabbling in the skinny shot lifestyle. Now, coincidence? Maybe. Hollywood power click aesthetic? Likely. Now, this isn't the first time fans have questioned Katy's evolving look either. Back in 2022, she sparked plastic surgery rumors after a very tight-faced American Idol appearance. But she clapped back, saying she's never had work done, only under eye filler, which she was very open about. And hey, props to her for being transparent, but with the current celeb trend of deny, deny, deny until you drop 30 pounds in 30 days, people are skeptical because this is exactly how the Ozempic era is playing out. You know, subtle shifts, gaunt cheeks, and celebs claiming it's just clean eating and dieting and working out. At the end of the day, maybe Katy's just evolving, maybe she's experimenting with her look, or maybe she's just tired of being called, you know, quirky and decided to go full, you know, fashion villa in Paris, basically. But whatever it is, fans can't ignore the shift and the conversation around Ozempic face. It's not going anywhere, especially when more and more celebs are showing up looking less like themselves and more like slightly, you know, haunted versions of their former faces. So what do you guys think though? Is this just fashion week glam gone wrong, or is Ozempic becoming Hollywood's worst kept secret? Let me know. Hollywood's hottest weight loss secret isn't just changing bodies, it's transforming faces, and not always in the way, you know, stars had hoped. The buzzword sweeping social media and gossip pages is Ozempic face, which is a side effect of the blockbuster diabetes turned weight loss, you know, medication Ozempic. Leaked before and after photos of major celebrities paint a very fascinating, some would say shocking, portrait of this new beauty phenomenon. As A-listers chase rapid weight loss only to be shocked by gaunt cheeks, hollow eyes, and rapidly aging skin, let's dive straight into the red carpet of transformation and see who's got fans doing double takes. Ozempic was created to manage type 2 diabetes, but with its ability to suppress appetite and trigger dramatic weight loss, Hollywood quickly jumped on board, not for blood sugar, but for size 0 gowns and chiseled jawlines. However, experts warn that losing weight too quickly strips the face of volume. The most noticeable symptoms, well, sunken cheeks, sagging skin, pronounced wrinkles. Essentially, faces just look older, thinner, and sometimes even unrecognizable. Side-by-side comparisons have fans and doctors talking. Sharon Osbourne, always a style chameleon, made perhaps the boldest transformation. She told the media she lost 42 pounds, but admitted that Ozempic left her face hollow and her eyes sunken, you know, echoed in before and after photos showing once plump cheeks, now hollowed out, and sharper than ever cheekbones. Now, surgeons called her look the most dramatic example of an Ozempic face. Now there's John Goodman. Known for his lovable round face, John Goodman's nearly 200-pound weight loss turned him from sitcom dad to a new angular figure. Goodman credits his transformation to good old-fashioned diet and exercise, but the hollowed-out facial look has fans speculating about Ozempic's role. Photos show deeper wrinkles and a longer, thinner face. Classic, you know, Ozempic face signs. Robbie Williams, the pop star, openly admitted to taking something like Ozempic, and his before and after pics say it all. Once youthful cheeks are now noticeably hollow, his jawline sharper, and lines more pronounced around his eyes and mouth, doctors cited Williams as another textbook Ozempic face, saying he looks like a totally different person, and he does. Scott Disick. Now, fans were floored when Scott debuted a new, thinner face. No more baby cheeks. You know, his recent photos show dramatic facial slimming, sparking tabloid, you know, whispers of Ozempic use. Even Kardashian fans said he was almost unrecognizable. Jessica Simpson. Now, her weight loss journey is tabloid legend, but the latest round of photos fueled new Ozempic face rumors. Viewers noticed a much slimmer face, higher cheekbones, but also more visible lines and a longer appearance, you know, kind of sparking all this online chatter about whether, you know, medication played a role or not. Other celebrities like Katy Perry, Lizzo, and Meghan Trainor have all had social media detectives dissecting their transformations frame by frame, looking for the telltale signs: thinner cheeks, you know, accentuated jawlines, and more visible wrinkles. Pretty much anyone in Hollywood is being looked into right now, while some stars and fans lament the sudden changes to their features, others have openly embraced their new leaner faces as part of their self-love journey. Now, surgeons note women may ask Ozempic face more easily thanks to fillers and makeup wizardry, but even A-listers, can't hide from the cameras forever.
Lindsay Lohan just had her birthday and she's looking as slim as ever. I mean, she looks like she's back in her 20s again with her youthful look. People though think that she's achieved this due to medication and different procedures. Now, in a March 2024 interview, Lindsay talked about the current skinny trend and how everyone is on Ozempic. She said, "Everyone's getting so thin now, I feel like everything always comes back full circle again, so this is that moment, and this too shall pass." But it does seem like there's pressure, she told the outlet. At the time, she wasn't really thinking about losing weight as she had just given birth to her son. "I was so attached to my son that my last thought was going on the treadmill," she continued. "I also feel like we put so much pressure on ourselves to have to look good so soon, but you look so beautiful postpartum. Give yourself time," she said. People now, though, think she has changed her mind, as at the end of 2024, she shocked everyone when she came out looking as young as ever. Now, many people speculate that this was due to plastic surgery. Plastic surgeons believe that it's a mixture of injectables like Botox, a brow lift, lip and cheek filler, as well as surgical procedures like an upper bleph, an endoscopic facelift, and a submental liposuction, which removes fat from the neck and chin. Now, fans were absolutely amazed by her transformation. Lindsay Lohan has the best facial plastic surgery in Hollywood, and it's not even close, read one December 2024 post on X, while another wrote, "If I could go to Lindsay Lohan's surgeon, I'd get a whole new face." Now, Lindsay, though, has shot down any plastic surgery rumors with an interview with Allure in October 2024, explaining that her new look is simply due to good skincare, although she does dabble in beauty technology on occasion. "I've tried Morpheus, IPL, and lasers," she said. "I try not to do them too much, but I'm always interested in what else is out there, what else is coming out." Fans, though, aren't too convinced. Now, in another interview with her publicist this year, they denied it again. The publicist shared, "The second she looks any different, they assume she had her face lifted at 37 or 38, that she's ripped apart this or that. It's so mean." Lindsay then chimed in by saying, "I'm like, when, with what time, where?" As Lindsay's publicist then explained, she apparently wouldn't have had time to even get a facelift. "I tried to figure that out, Linz, in the last 3 years, when you had time to do anything because I know your schedule," she joked. So the haters can hate and be jealous, it just sucks that's where they go with women in today's world. Women can't just look good to look good and change their lifestyle to be more healthy. Now, Lindsay added, "You just have to do it and ignore everyone else." And again, she said that her new look was due to a new skincare routine, a healthier diet, and some less invasive procedures like laser facials, and some Botox. "Everyone does Botox," Lindsay said simply.
Has Zoe Kravitz become another casualty to Ozempic? Fans think so, since these recent photos have surfaced. Zoe Kravitz stepped out in NYC recently, and the internet absolutely exploded, but not in the usual style goals kind of way. She was leaving the Bowery Hotel in the East Village rocking a vintage Black History Month tee, barely there black track shorts, dainty kitten heels, oversized sunglasses, and of course, an iced coffee. Totally Zoe, but this time the chatter wasn't about the outfit. It was actually about her body. People barely recognized her, and now the internet wants to know, is Ozempic to blame? The photos had fans instantly divided. Some were here for the look, calling it iconic, effortless, and classic Zoe energy. Others, not so kind. The comment section lit up with words like too thin, malnourished, and she doesn't look healthy. And of course, the breakup with Channing Tatum last year got dragged into it because apparently if a woman loses weight after a breakup, the world assumes heartbreak or these days a prescription. Then came the Ozempic whispers, the medication originally made for diabetes that somehow turned into Hollywood's favorite weight loss cheat code. Yeah, everyone from Sharon Osbourne to Oprah to literally half of your favorite reality stars have been linked to it. And even if there's zero confirmation Zoe's using it, no reps have said a thing, the internet doesn't need receipts to start a rumor. But it didn't stop there. Some fans jumped to her defense, calling the, out of the body shaming and reminding people that Zoe's always had a slim frame, which, to be fair, is true. She's never been curvy or full-figured. This look is definitely more striking, but is it really that far from her usual aesthetic? Or is it just that we're looking harder now that Ozempic is everyone's favorite scapegoat? Also worth mentioning, Zoe's got a lot going on. I mean, she just landed an Emmy nomination for her role on Apple TV's The Studio, and she was recently spotted at a show with Austin Butler. So yeah, she's living life. And who knows? I mean, new projects, new routines, new relationships, maybe even stress. I mean, any of that could explain the physical changes. But the timing is wild. I mean, in 2025, Ozempic is more than a weight loss trend. It's literally a cultural obsession. It's showing up in memes, red carpets, and pharmacy shortage headlines. People who need it medically can't even get their hands on it, and meanwhile, TikTok is full of before and after slideshows. So when someone like Zoe shows up looking drastically different, well, the assumption isn't diet and exercise, it's Ozempic. Let's be real, she does look thinner than usual in these pics, but that doesn't mean she's on anything. People's bodies do change, and the internet needs to kind of calm down with the jump scares every time a celebrity gains or loses 5 pounds. So is it fair to speculate? Probably not. Is it going to stop people? Definitely not. But unless Zoe or her team actually speak on it, all we're doing is gossiping. And let's not forget, I mean, this is a woman who's been in the spotlight her whole life. She knows how to navigate a look, a photo op, and a rumor mill. If there's something she wants us to know, she will say it. Until then, maybe we just let Zoe Kravitz drink her iced coffee in peace.
Scott Disick had a lot of people concerned over him as he appeared to be dropping weight rapidly. Now, he didn't look well as his face appeared to be sunken in and gaunt. Now, people were worried that he might have been taking substances and not taking care of himself. I mean, even during an episode of The Kardashians, Kris Jenner told Scott how worried she was about his recent appearance. But then it was accidentally revealed that Scott was taking weight loss medication, and that was the reason for his drastic body transformation. During a clip of the show with his fridge open, you can spot the medication. He went on to say, "I've gained a lot of weight here because of my back," he told Khloe and Kris, who were visiting his house at the time and checking out his eating habits. Now, in an October 2023 episode, Scott admitted to being barely mobile, telling Khloe, "Since the car accident, everything has changed. I haven't been able to run around, I've gained weight." But has he now gone too far now? Is this another addiction? Elon Musk said Ozempic made him fit, ripped, and healthy. Now, back in November, a side-by-side comparison showing how much weight Elon lost in recent months went viral online, and it left many wondering if he had undergone weight loss surgery. Now, he addressed the rumors via Twitter, and he insisted he had not gone under the knife. Elon said he lost almost 30 pounds while taking the medication Ozempic. A fan on Twitter asked what the secret was to his new slimmed down appearance. "You've lost a ton of weight, Elon. Keep up the fantastic work." To which Elon replied saying down 30 pounds. And when asked what made the most difference, he said fasting plus Ozempic/Wegovy and no tasty food near me. Then there's Fat Joe, except he doesn't really live up to his name anymore because he's lost so much weight. Now, Fat Joe admitted that he used Ozempic to help shed a whopping 200 pounds in an interview with Us Weekly shared on October 14th, 2024. Ozempic says you may only have 2 pieces of your favorite stuff, he told the outlet. Now, Fat Joe said that he's also focused on portion control and learning how to eat in moderation. During an appearance on the Today Show in August 2023, comedian Tracy Morgan admitted that he takes Ozempic. "Ozempic did great by me and I was glad to use it. I take Ozempic every Thursday," he said. "It cuts my appetite in half. Now I only eat half a bag of Doritos." Now, as for his gym routine, he added, "I get up at 7 every morning and I'm in the gym at 10, then I go back to sleep. That's my life," he said. Now, it seems like he's been taking good care of himself, although in an appearance on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, Morgan joked that he learned to out-eat Ozempic and gained 40 pounds from it. Now, he later clarified that this was a joke and that the medication was actually helping him lose weight.
Rebel Wilson had one of the biggest turnarounds in Hollywood. She made many jokes about her weight, and her character was even named Fat Amy in the Pitch Perfect series. She used it to her advantage to build her comedy, but when she lost the weight, she lost her fans as well. People started thinking she wasn't nearly as funny as she was, which simply isn't true. And she had a lot of people saying that, well, by losing the weight, it would put a dent in her career. Apparently, it did give her the opportunity to have a healthier lifestyle and, a smaller dress size, which sometimes comes in handy. She's like, sometimes being bigger, people didn't necessarily look twice at you. And now that I'm in a good shape, people offer to carry my groceries to the car and hold doors open. But critics have called her weight loss kind of toxic and depressing and a symptom of Hollywood's fat phobia. Kind of sad. So Lizzo has no shame in who she is, and she allegedly empowers others to feel the same way. But when she went on a full detox to lose weight, people started questioning her. Then when fans found out that she went vegan just to lose weight, they were furious, saying that she was doing the opposite of what she stood for. Now, she defended herself on Instagram saying, "I detoxed my body and I'm still fat." Sure, yes, in reality she is still happy with herself and she just wants to feel healthier. She said that both versions of her were happy, this one is just healthier. Shaming people doesn't make a difference, supporting their change does. But here's the thing. She's been cancelled for other reasons as well. Late last year, news broke that 3 former dancers accused Lizzo of harassment and creating a hostile work environment in a lawsuit that was filed in California. To be specific, Ariana Davis, Crystal Williams, and Noel Rodriguez accused Lizzo, along with her production company, Big Girl Big Touring, and her dance team captain, Shirlene Quigley, of religious and racial harassment, disability discrimination, false imprisonment, and more. So why is this relevant? Well, the complaint says Lizzo drew attention to a dancer's weight after an appearance at the South by Southwest Music Festival in Austin, Texas, and pressured dancers to engage with nude dancers at clubs in Amsterdam and Paris, which not a great move for somebody whose entire brand is about loving your body. There are also claims that Lizzo took her crew to a nude cabaret bar without disclosing what the bar was, and berated dancers and fired one on the spot for recording a meeting. Like, one dancer says that she soiled her pants during a rehearsal because she was so afraid of losing her job. And the lawsuit also says that Quigley publicly discussed one dancer's virginity. After the lawsuit was filed, 2 more women came forward backing up the allegations. Former dancer Courtney Hollenquist and Lizzo's former creative director took to Instagram to add their support. Now, Hollenquist, in a since-expired story, clarified she was not part of the lawsuit, but this was very much my experience in my time there. And Wilson added on, saying, "I haven't been part of that world for around 3 years for a reason. I very much applaud the dancers' courage to bring this to light, and I grieve parts of my own experience. I'd appreciate space to understand my feelings." So what makes these particular allegations so shocking? Lizzo has been very vocal about body positivity and women's rights since kicking off her career, becoming something of a champion and role model. And, she even did interviews saying, people saying stuff that's mean about her, that's fatphobic and hurtful, and she's like, if you don't like my music, cool. If you don't like me because of the way I look, well, that respect goes both ways. If you can't be respectful to your employees, you kinda deserve to be cancelled. Ariel Winter thought getting her big break in Modern Family was gonna be the greatest thing that ever happened to her, but it kinda took a toll on her mental health. She has been bullied for her weight for years, considering she was the heavier sister on the show. But when she lost weight as she got older, she was ridiculed by fans once again. One fan even commented on her Insta saying, "I know it's good to be maintaining a healthy weight and all, and you can do whatever you want with your body, just please don't get skinny." The audacity? No, absolutely not. So Meghan Trainor's got 2 kids and a whole lot of curves for a mom. But people still make fun of her for losing weight. Goodness forbid, she ate a bit healthier. She worked out regularly, even though she had a crazy schedule. People have been making fun of her for losing the weight that made her famous in the first place. And it wasn't even that much either. She lost 20 pounds, which made a world of difference for her, but it's not that crazy. She just wanted to be healthier for her sake, and also for her kids, which it's so wholesome. Instead of folks dissing her for it, you should just be more supportive. So Adele has been hitting it out of the park in the musical world for years. So when she lost some weight, it shouldn't have made a difference, right? Well, some people started to give her their opinions on her weight and her body type after she lost the weight. Some folks celebrated her transformation, while others were troubled by it and even went so far as to call her a sellout. One said, "Celebrating Adele's weight loss is a garbage thing to do for a million reasons. It tells your fat friends that you think their bodies are a problem that needs to be solved. Please stop saying Adele had a glow up," wrote another person online. "We have no idea what her health was or is like, and this is just reinforcing the skinny ideal or the concept that the skinnier you are, the prettier you get." Some blog writers even said it's a strange thing to do because it implied that she was, heavy before when she wasn't. So at that point, the haters were just going too far and completely missed the point of her losing weight because it made her feel good, not because of social standards. Now, Adele has refrained from much discussion of her body, but when she hosted Saturday Night Live in October of of 2020, she made light of the situation. She said, "I know, I look really different since you last saw me, but actually because of all the restrictions in the world and the travel bans, I had to travel light, and I could only bring half of me, and this is the half I chose." It's kind of funny. So Jonah Hill made an incredible turnaround and shed more than just a couple of pounds. But to this day, he doesn't really want people talking about it. He didn't brag much on social media, he didn't really keep up with progress photos, simply because he feels like it's nobody's business what he does with his weight. Even if it did cause a lot of fan outrage because he was often typecast because of said weight. In an interview, Sharon Stone asked for his permission to say he looked amazing, which honestly, super respectful to do. But fans didn't really appreciate that. Overall, it was a lose-lose situation, even if he was a healthier version of himself. So Khloe Kardashian has been on a weight loss journey ever since she welcomed her daughter True in April of 2018. She's documented it online. She's shared her workouts on her Insta, her Snapchat, her family's reality TV show. In 2023, however, her weight loss started heating up to a whole other level. So apparently on her family's TV show, she was known by people as the fat sister because she didn't have as much work done on her body as her sisters did. And she's got some curves. Well, she got what she called a revenge body. So she dropped a lot of weight, she gained some muscle to be more visually appealing, but the fans weren't happy with that at all. Khloe has continued to document not just her workouts but also the results. And one fan was like, "The fact that she uses diabetic medicine to get this skinny is disturbing," alleging that Khloe uses semaglutide, which is commonly used in medicines like Ozempic to achieve her svelte figure. Now, according to the FDA, the medications are used for chronic weight management in adults with obesity or who are overweight with a weight-related condition, including high blood pressure or type 2 diabetes. Look, jokes on everyone. Khloe is happy and healthy, happily married with kids. She's got that. So Amy Schumer was seen as overweight in the eyes of Hollywood and even played on that point when she starred in the movie I Feel Pretty. But she can still appease Hollywood even when she's dropped a bunch of weight to feel better about herself. But she's been met with a lot of criticism about that. She has handled the entire ordeal the same way she has with everything else in life, making sarcastic remarks and jokes about the feedback on her face and body, and how everybody's got an opinion on everything. She tweeted in response to the haters saying she felt happy with herself, she felt healthy. She only weighed in at 160, which isn't that much over the average weight, being somewhere between 120 to 155 depending on body type and age. Few actors are as devoted to character transformations as Christian Bale, who has gained and lost incredible amounts of weight from many of his past roles. He's kind of notorious for this, and it's not exactly healthy. He gained over 40 pounds for his role in Vice, lost over 60 pounds for his role in The Machinist, both of which were kind of extreme. Now, after that role in The Machinist, where he weighed 120, he had to gain 100 pounds in 6 months for Batman Begins, but then had to lose 30 pounds again before filming because he bulked up too much. He's even done special exercises to thicken his neck in order to physically fulfill the demands of his movie roles. No, big suits or doing it halfway for this guy. Look, it's one thing to commit to a role, but when you fluctuate that much and that quickly, it's not healthy. So naturally, people have hated on him for it. Now, however, he has recently revealed that those days might be soon behind him. He's like, "I've become a little more boring now. I'm older. I feel like if I keep doing this, I'm gonna die. So I'd prefer not to die." And I think all of his fans would agree. Now, Ashley Graham, the amazing plus-size model that she is known for her curves and recently took to Instagram to promote self-love. She's like, "Love the skin you're in." Now, she gave birth to a son in 2020 and captioned a post featuring her nude with her stretch marks on display, and fans were quick to shower her with praise in the comments. But she's also been on the receiving end of hateful messages about her body. Like in 2016, she posted a seemingly slimmer photo on Insta, and people didn't like it. They were like, "Why are you changing yourself? I thought you were comfortable being yourself and being plus size." Now, Ashley hit back, being like, "Nothing is never enough for you. But at the end of the day, I'm good enough for me."
Now, first on the list, we have Sarah Hyland. Now, Sarah Hyland was accused of promoting anorexia in 2017 after uploading a photo on Instagram that showed her very, very thin body type. Now, she was body shamed by haters on the internet, and it got so bad that she wrote an open letter on Twitter saying she was accused of promoting anorexia, and ironically enough, an anti-bullying post. She wanted young girls to know that that was not her intention, and her circumstances have put her in a place where she's not in control of what her own body looked like. She went on to explain that she was struggling with kidney dysplasia and had to get a kidney transplant. So after the surgery, she went on to bed rest and lost muscle mass since she could no longer work out, which caused her to lose a lot of weight. Now, Hyland then asked for privacy as she got healthy both physically and mentally, and Hyland is still not back to her normal weight, but is adamant about calling out body shamers and is happy with the process she's made and the fact that she's alive. Now, up next, we have Kate Moss. Now, Kate Moss has literally been quoted saying nothing tastes as good as skinny feels, so it is no surprise that she has gotten way too skinny in the past. Now, her infamous quote was made during an interview with fashion news website WWD, and of course she faced major backlash. Eating disorder charities like Beat called her comments dangerous and unhelpful for young girls that may be suffering. Now, Moss became the face of the H trend that started in the 90s, but she had maintained her position that she had an eating disorder, nor did she actually do H, but just didn't eat because she was too busy. Now, she told Interview magazine, "I was never anorexic, so I was never that skinny. I was never bony, but I remember thinking I don't want to be this skinny. I didn't eat for a long time, but that was not on purpose. I was just constantly doing shows and flying economy, and no one ever fed me." Next up on the list, we have Nicole Richie. Now, everyone remembers the shocking 2006 photo of Nicole Richie running on the beach wearing a bikini where her weight loss was unexpected. Now, she was just one of the many other young celebrities like Lindsay Lohan battling eating disorders in 2006, and it's reported that Richie got down to a very alarming 88 pounds. Now, thankfully, she was able to get help and went to rehab that year to battle anorexia. Now, over the years, her weight had continued to fluctuate, causing others to fear that she may have relapsed. Then in 2017, after she posted an Instagram video looking scary thin after rehab, she told Vanity Fair, "I know I'm too thin right now, so I wouldn't want any young girl looking at me and saying that is what I want to look like. But I do know that they will, which is another reason why I really need to do something about it. I'm not happy with the way I look right now, and with the help of a nutritionist and support of her family, the mother of two is finally at a healthy weight again." Now, up next, we have Whitney Cummings. Now, Whitney Cummings gained 25 pounds in 2015 after realizing that she was getting way too thin. Now, she explained on the Today Show that being on camera messes with your perception of your body and that she was convincing herself that she needed to lose weight. Now, Cummings even opened up about her eating disorder in her memoir, I'm Fine. But other lies explained in interviews, "It didn't occur to me that I had an eating disorder even though I almost exclusively ate sugar-free Twizzlers and Diet Sunkist." Now, thankfully, Cummings gained weight and is living a healthy lifestyle and looks absolutely amazing. Now, next up, we have Victoria Beckham. Victoria Beckham is one of the few Spice Girls who is still celebrated not only for her style, but also continuing happy marriage to David Beckham. Now, her life seems perfect, but she seems very open about her past struggles with eating disorders while she was in the band. Now, in her memoir, Learning to Fly, she described that she would be in the gym. And instead of checking her posture or position, she was always checking the size of her bottom or to see if her double chin was getting any smaller. She also explained how it was her bandmate, Gary Holloway, that encouraged her and Mel to do liquid diets and focus on their weights. Now, Beckham was actually able to get healthy, but then in 2017, looked super skinny again, causing concerns that she was less than 100 pounds. Now, up next, we have Lindsay Lohan. Now, Lindsay Lohan's life and career has been a roller coaster full of drama. Now, from partying and substances to her weight, she was all over tabloids in early 2006 for her crazy antics. Now, people were worried about the start when she was seen getting skinnier and skinnier during the time where rumors of her substance abuse were going around. In 2006, Lohan addressed the rumors and admitted to Vanity Fair that she was struggling with bulimia and had experience with substances, but it was only in the past. She explained how people around her were concerned with her health and said everyone was scared and I was scared too. She said she literally had people sit her down and say something bad is going to happen if you don't take care of yourself. Lohan was always in and out of rehab for the next few years after that and continuously struggled with personal issues, but has thankfully never been as thin as she was in 2006. Next up, we have Denise Richards. Now, Denise Richards used to be a bigger, curvy girl, but in 2013, her thin frame gained national attention. Now, when photographs of her arms hit newsstands, people were asking what was wrong with her. Now, tabloids got so bad that even Charlie Sheen felt it was necessary to tweet and defend her and wrote, "Stop the insane reports of Denise's weight." she is so healthy. And if there's one person who knows health, it is definitely Charlie Sheen. Now, Richards defended her weight on red carpets and told reporters that she just had a very healthy lifestyle and she was just very busy, but people were still always concerned. Now, Richards took some time away from the public eye and also put on some healthy weight. But then in March 2018, photos of her and her new guy were posted on where she looked very healthy and very happy. Next up, we have Nick Carter's. Now, Backstreet Boy Nick Carter's little brother Aaron Carter tried his best to stay relevant, but it wasn't until his 2017 DUI and substance arrest that he made national headlines again. Now, his mugshot was sad and he looked like he desperately needed help. Now, photos of Carter were in tabloids everywhere and he looked sickly thin and clearly using substances. Now, he appeared on The Doctors in 2017 and tested positive for substance use. Now, he actually addressed the comments people had been making about his appearance and broke down saying, "I'm concerned about my overall health because people tell me I look like I have or I look like I have cancer, or I look like I'm dying, and I didn't realize I was only 115 pounds. This is terrible, and I wasn't even looking at myself in the mirror because I didn't like the way I looked." And he said this all while crying. But luckily, since 2017, Carter had got himself together, he had gained 30 pounds and announced that he has new music and a sense of worth and sobriety, and he cannot wait to finish 2018 strong. Up next, we have Kendall Kardashian. Now, not all the Kardashians were thick and built. Kendall Jenner is an unstoppable supermodel, but in 2015, people were wondering if she was getting a bit too skinny. Now, it was reported that France enacted a law that required models to have a BMI, which was body mass index, of 18 in order to walk the catwalk. And at the height of 5'10", Jenner would have had to have been 125 pounds. Now, Jenner's body fluctuates from skinny to skinnier, and she is constantly under public scrutiny for either being too fat or too skinny. But after she posted a photo in 2018 with a slightly bloated tummy on Instagram, she was forced to call out body shamers, claiming that she actually looked pregnant. And last on the list, we have Anne Hathaway. Now, Anne Hathaway went from playing nerdy princess to a badass action hero and had a successful acting career with little drama. But in 2010, she started looking a little frail at events. Now, she has been criticized in the past for telling young stars to lose weight, and people started wondering if it was actually her fault. Now, Hathaway had previously declared that she had hit the point in her life where she understands that being skinny is not sustainable, nor is it advisable or enjoyable. So her sudden weight loss was very surprising. Now, Hathaway's weight has also fluctuated because of the roles she played. So she worked out 5 days a week and followed a very strict diet regime to get in her catsuit for Batman The Dark Knight Rises in 2012, but then she had to lose another 25 pounds to play a dancer with tuberculosis for another movie role.
Starting off this countdown, we have Rebel Wilson. Rebel Wilson said that 2020 was the year of health for her and decided to document her weight loss transformation on social media. Now, Rebel has had it rough for years. She was constantly fat shamed by the media, and she said that people treated her differently when she lost weight. She said, and I quote, "Sometimes being bigger, people didn't necessarily look twice at you. And now that I'm in a good shape, like, people offer to carry my groceries to the car and hold doors open for you." I was like, is this what other people experienced all the time? Not only that, but Rebel couldn't lose weight while she was filming Pitch Perfect. Her character's name is Fat Amy, and well, according to her, she couldn't gain or lose 10 pounds, which is insane. Hollywood was literally controlling her appearance. But after Pitch Perfect, Rebel told herself it was time to lose weight. Now, this decision was made by her desire to be a mom. Now, Rebel has polycystic ovarian syndrome, which can affect fertility. Well, during a visit to her fertility doctor in 2019, she was told that she would do much better if she was healthier. She said, and I quote, "I was taken aback. I thought, oh god, this guy's so rude. He was right. I was carrying around a lot of excess weight. It's almost like I didn't think of my own needs. I thought of a future child's needs. That really inspired me to get healthier." From there, she dropped more than 70 pounds. She said that she did so by eating healthier and focusing on physical and mental self-care. In our 9th spot, we have Demi Lovato. Now, in the past, the singer and actor revealed that her weight does fluctuate and that she has suffered from bulimia. In March of 2021, she posted on Instagram showing off her midriffs saying that she accidentally lost weight, which was most likely stress related. Lovato then went on to embrace her naturally curvy body, which is gorgeous. But just recently, Lovato showed up to the Hugo Boss runway show in Miami looking thinner again. Demi rocked a sleek white crop top that showed off her midriff, and she paired this with a flowy maxi skirt and a sheer coat. She looked dang good. And she seems to be doing good as well. She revealed that she no longer counts calories, she no longer over-exercises or restricts/purges, and she doesn't live her life according to the diet culture. Amen, Demi. The way it should be, I'm proud. Coming in at number 8, we have Jonah Hill. Back in 2018, Jonah Hill announced that he was starting to transform his body with martial arts. On social media, he wrote that he was trying to train 4 to 5 times a week. He continued on saying, and I quote, "At 35, I try and get over the stuff that made me feel weak and insecure as a teenager. It's just wasted time and lessons you'll never learn. Trying to let go of that." In 2021, Jonah really slimmed down. In fact, he took to Instagram to say how proud he is of his weight loss and of his body. He posted an image from the Daily Mail that was talking about him surfing in a wetsuit and a paparazzi photo of him shirtless. He responded to this saying, and I quote, "I don't think I ever took my shirt off in a pool until I was in my mid-30s, even in front of family and friends." He continued on saying that his childhood was filled with insecurities. I mean, he was constantly bullied by the media for his appearance, but now he's not bothered by any of this anymore, which is amazing. Coming in at number 7, we have Kelly Osbourne. Now, Kelly's drastic weight loss shocked fans. In 2021, she posted a photo to her Instagram, and fans were confused. And that's because she didn't even look like herself in this photo. One Twitter user wrote, "Amazing what surgery can do," while another asked, "Did you also get lips done or makeup done all around them? Look way different." Someone else added, "Who is this? I'm very confused." Now, in the photo, Kelly's face looks very slim, but also it looks like she got quite a lot of work done. Now, what I find crazy is that Kelly said that people cared more about her weight than they did when she was suffering from addiction. This just shows you how messed society is. Now, Kelly is very open with her weight loss. She said that she underwent weight loss surgery. She got gastric sleeve surgery, which basically a part of the stomach is removed to reduce its volume. Now, when you get this surgery done, it can be hard to keep the weight off. But Kelly says that she changed her diet as well. She is now on a plant-based vegan diet and also does intermittent fasting. Not only that, but she beat her addiction to alcohol, which has also helped her figure. And at number 6, we have Khloe Kardashian. Now, we have seen Khloe's figure change quite drastically through the years. Sometimes by Photoshop, other times by surgery. Now, the press always had it out for Khloe. They often labeled her as the ugly fat sister, which negatively impacted her and her confidence. For years, she felt the need to diet or lose weight to prove herself to the media. She told the media that she started focusing on losing weight after her divorce from Lamar Odom. After that, she lost 35 pounds. Her secret was working out. She used working out as a coping method from all the stress from the divorce. But some fans have gone too far in their speculation about Khloe's method of losing weight. Some have accused her of undergoing weight loss and cosmetic procedures. Others think that she was being very restrictive with her diet and excessive at the gym. Nowadays, Khloe said that she's at the point where she loves her body and she's more confident. We are now at our 5th and halfway mark with June Edith Shannon, who we know best as Mama June, aka Honey Boo Boo's mother. The reality TV star started her weight loss journey with the show Mama June From Not to Hot, which don't get me started on how toxic this show is, basically saying that the only way she could be hot was to lose weight. Anyways, as part of her glow up, Mama June decided to undergo gastric sleeve surgery, and then she later had a tummy tuck. As a result, she went from 500 pounds to 150, a huge difference. But she later revealed she didn't feel healthy being at 150. She said, and I quote, "Yeah, when I was a size 2 at 150, I was way too damn small. Now I'm 250 and I feel good." Even when I was 500, people didn't believe I was 500. She now is no longer focusing on her weight, instead she decided to shift her focus to beating her addiction. In our 4th spot today we have Adele. Adele first started losing weight in October of 2019. While doing so, she kept it all on the down low. That was until Christmas of that year when she posted a photo on Instagram showing off her new figure. Her weight loss started after her divorce from her ex-husband. From there, she started to lift weights and do circuit training. She said, and I quote, "I do my weights in the morning, then I normally hike or I box in the afternoon, and then I go and do my cardio at night. I'm an athlete." Now Adele didn't do any magic diet or fad. She lost the weight by consistently working out for 2 years. Now she said this amazing quote which I think everyone should hear. She said, "I was body positive before my weight loss and I'm body positive now." Amen to that. We need more celebrities promoting body positivity and loving yourself no matter what your size is. But it's sad that celebrities feel forced to lose weight. In an interview with Oprah, Adele revealed, and I quote, "My body has been objectified my entire career." But in the end, Adele revealed that she lost the weight for herself, not because of the media's pressure. In our 3rd spot, we have Drew Carey. Comedian and game show host Drew Carey lost 80 pounds in 2010 after being on a strict diet and exercise. Now his reason for weight loss was because he said that it sucked being fat. Now that's a really harsh statement and it seems a bit fat phobic to me. In an interview with People magazine, he said, and I quote, "I like being skinny. I was sick of being fat on the camera. I just got sick of it." So his reason for weight loss was because he didn't like the way that he looked on camera. Like I've been saying, celebrities feel pressured to look a certain way for the cameras, which really affects their confidence levels. Now, Carey took this weight loss seriously. He was on a very strict diet. He cut out carbs completely. He didn't have corn, beans, or starches of any kind. He would snack on fruits and veggies and turn to egg whites or Greek yogurt for breakfast. He also does about 45 minutes of cardio when he can. Not only that, but he didn't drink anything but water. No milk, no coffee, tea, soda, alcohol, nothing. In the end, he actually beat his diabetes. He had type 2 diabetes, but not anymore. Coming in at number 2, we have Chris Pratt. Fans were left speechless and wanting more when they saw Chris Pratt turn his dad bod into a trim body with 6-pack abs. He did this for his 2014 role in Guardians of the Galaxy. Anyways, Pratt revealed that he actually had to gain weight for his role in Parks and Rec. He hit about 300 pounds, and that's when he said, and I quote, he felt impotent, fatigued, and emotionally depressed. I personally find it crazy when celebrities drop their weight drastically or gain weight drastically all for movies or TV roles. Like that is not healthy at all. Especially when they go from one extreme to another. When he auditioned for the Marvel movie, he knew that he had to lose the weight. So he worked with a trainer 6 days a week, 3 to 4 hours a day, going through extremely vigorous workouts. In the end, he lost 60 pounds in 6 months and kept it all off for his role in Jurassic Park. And in our number 1 spot today, we have Mindy Kaling. Now, Mindy actually sparked a lot of controversy regarding her weight loss, and that's because fans are convinced that she did this in unhealthy ways. It all started when she made an appearance at the Oscars. Her dresses were stunning, by the way. But anyway, people quickly jumped online and started gossiping about her appearance. Viewers speculated that she was using Ozempic, which is a brand name for a diabetes and weight loss drug, meaning a number of celebs probably use this drug for their weight loss. But as of now, the actress has not address these rumors. But when speaking about her weight loss, Mindy said, and I quote, "Honestly, I didn't really do anything differently. I eat what I like to eat. If I do any kind of restrictive diet, it never really works for me. I just eat less of it." Mindy also revealed her bad relationship towards food and exercise, saying that she would overeat or eat as a coping mechanism, and she would look at exercise as a punishment. But now she has changed her outlook of eating and exercise, and it allowed her to lose more than 40 pounds. Alright folks, that's all for today's video. Again, I just want to say that these celebrities were all amazing and beautiful before and after their transformations. They don't have to look a certain way to be hot, and neither do you. Body positivity comes in all shapes and sizes.